For me, I want to give back to these folks who have given their whole life to the community, to their kids, to their work. It's now their time to live their life and get pampered.
Hey guys, it's Matt Helton here with the Serving Senior Podcast and One Trust Home Loans, and I've got two friends with me. I got Dave and Carolyn Lutz. Now, Dave and Carolyn are more of those people we share that try to make sure seniors don't just get by in retirement, but to help seniors thrive in retirement. And they're doing that in a very, very unique way. Dave and Caroline have created a home for seniors. It's called Just Like Home Senior Living, but it's on a small and intimate scale. And they're going to share with you how that may fit certain people out there in the world and may be a great option for them. So Dave and Carolyn, say hello.
Hey, Matt, thanks for having us.
Hey, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it and really excited to hear your guys' story because it seems like senior living a lot of times is one size fits all, and it's unique to see something different out there. So maybe if you could share with the audience, how you got into this, your background, where you're from, and how this could help people would be awesome.
Yeah, you want to go ahead? Or?
Sure.
Okay.
Our background, we're actually contractors.
Okay.
We've been in the building industry in Nashville for almost 20 years now. Time flies. And we've done lots of different building projects. But over the years, we've just realized that it just wasn't really satisfying as an ongoing life pursuit. We wanted more purpose in our life.
Okay.
And we came across a program that introduced us to residential assisted living. So with our construction background, we thought good opportunity for us to help seniors and still do construction.
So let's explain what the residential assisted living is all about. So basically, take an executive style home, a larger home, and then convert it to 8, 10, 12 bedrooms, suites. So everybody has their own bedroom and their own private bathroom. And this is our first home that we're sitting in today.
Oh,
and
nice.
We're just about ready to open the home. Yeah. And so this is a 10 bedroom. This is for 10 residents.
Okay.
Obviously 24-hour care, but that's what the whole residential assisted living means. And so, it was a good tie-in for us as contractors to be able to add our skills. And Carolyn really adds a lot of the colors and the design elements to it. So I kind of handle the bigger stuff, and then she handles that. And so it took us almost 2 years to build this project. It was a big project, lots of trades involved, but the residential assisted living, we're part of a larger group called the RAL Academy out of Scottsdale, Arizona. And so we went and trained with them, and I guess that was what, 2020? Wow, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So we went down there for a 3-day training, did the training, and we're just kind of amazed by the difference that they're making in the lives of seniors, because these seniors are still living in a home, in an actual house, as opposed to a large facility with elevators and lots of stories and a big huge parking lot and 75 other people in there to live with. They were living with 8 people or 7 or 6 or whatever the number is. And so we basically took that model and have created it here in Nashville.
Wow, that's awesome. And Dave, you can rest assured we were assuming that Carolyn was handling all the colors and all the pretty parts of the house. You didn't have to tell us.
Do you know how many different
colors?
Right. You know how many different colors of white there are, Matt? He goes, yeah, in your realty
I don't know, but I bet
background,
she does. I bet Carolyn, I bet she does.
It's not even funny. So
Oh, that's pretty awesome. And then I think maybe share with me, did you have a little background? Did you have some family connections that other people that's done this before?
well, our one of our best friends, she was working at one of the large facilities, so she was in senior care for
Okay.
30 years, and she's our house manager here. So she's the one that's in charge of the caregivers and looking after the residents. And but my mother was involved in nursing, and she was a volunteer. Just countless hours of volunteering with seniors. And as kids, mom would always take us to the Lutheran home or wherever, and
Mhm.
we'd go to the home and spend time with seniors. And I'm a guitar player, so for several Christmases, our little band would go and we'd play music for folks on Christmas and something like that. But yeah, as far as we neither one of us were ever in it like professionally.
Yeah.
Right.
But we saw a need, and we're all getting older. I like it or not. I turned 60 years old, and it was a shock at that time. My dad's 90 years old now,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
he's still sharp as a tack.
Yeah.
But the more time you spend with older folks, you realize that there's some unique challenges for them. And the last thing we want to do is warehouse people. We just felt like maybe we could add to what's available for folks to have a beautiful place to live and a place they can call home.
Sure, that's so cool. Yeah, and some people like those big, huge facilities, those type of things. But as humans, we like options. We like to look at different scenarios. So this sounds like a great option
yeah,
for
and they're
Yeah.
nice.
a lot of people.
Yeah,
Sounds like a great
you're
option.
right.
Maybe
Yeah.
share.
And I've been to a lot of those around our area.
Yeah,
Actually, we're right around the corner from about 5 of them, and
that's it.
they are absolutely beautiful.
And
But I've actually even heard there was a story that somebody told me not too long ago about one of them, that their son lived out of town in California, I think, and came to visit and toured a couple places, fell in love with the places. Even mom fell in love with the place. And 3 weeks later, he got a phone call, and she was like, "Okay, can I go home now?"
yeah,
Because unfortunately, as beautiful as they sort of feel like a hotel.
yeah, most
And
definitely.
so you sort of end up living on vacation for the rest of
Sure.
your life.
I know, I know.
And
So that's where the options come in. I'm so happy to have you guys on
exactly,
here, is because some people may love that, but it's not for everybody, right?
exactly,
And it sounds like
correct.
you guys have a unique twist. So maybe share if you could compare and contrast how this would compare, positively, and then also a little different like, twist on it, how this would compare, how you guys would stand out compared to those big facilities. Maybe a better way of asking it, who might be the right person for your facility?
Sure. So, I mean, ultimately, it's really somebody who's coming from their home and into our home is
Hmm.
the best way to
Okay.
describe it. Because we're such a small setting, you really get to have, although we're a small home, but also there's a lot of space here,
Mhm.
and so there's a lot of different areas that you still can um, have your own space
Okay.
and feel comfortable. Um, we all sit at one dining room table for all of our meals.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
Yep.
we're going to end up being a close knit little family.
Hmm.
And I just feel like for me, I want to give back to these folks who have given their whole life
Hmm.
to the community, to their kids, to their work. It's now their time to live their life and get pampered.
Hmm.
So we are an upscale senior living home. We have a private chef who comes and cooks our dinners,
Nice.
and we have a salon on site. So we have a hairdresser that comes in who does hair and nails. We will have folks come in to do like singing, sewing. We'll obviously do cooking. We have a garden. Not right now. This spring we'll get that up and running. That's going to be a full garden that we can do.
Wow.
There'll be
That's awesome.
raised beds, so it'll be very easy for people in wheelchairs to do gardening. So my biggest goal here is for people to live live and even learn different things. It's not too late to learn anything.
That's awesome.
Discover that you want to play an instrument, discover that you want to garden, discover that you want to cook, and still feel comfortable.
That's amazing.
You're not among, a whole bunch of other people and a whole bunch of other staff. So that's the other thing. We have 2 caregivers during the day and 1 at night. So you will get to know the staff. They will become part of our family as well. And we're very picky about who we are hiring.
Sure. Yeah.
Because and I tell you, the people that we've hired so far are amazing people. They are so compassionate. They just want to be around them. They want to help them and nurture them. And again, to me, although this may be your last stop, this is not the end. This is to me, this is like the beginning of another adventure.
Wow, that's awesome. Is there any way to lower the age limit? Because I'm about ready to put my name on the waiting list.
Well, it's 55 and up.
A chef in a salon. I mean, what could a man want besides that? I'm all about it.
Yeah, but she won't let us sit around and watch TV all day. So she wants us to.
That's right.
That's one of the things I thought was great about what her plan her and her staff are working on is people need a purpose. We don't need to be withdrawing into ourselves and just sitting around and just watching news. Like my dad, I struggle with him a lot because he'll watch his favorite news channel and then he just wants to get all spun up about things that he has no control over.
Right.
And he's so much happier if he's building a birdhouse or he's, and so me and my guys, I got a maintenance staff and we are all carpentry kind of guys. So we're hoping that we get maybe a couple men or even women that want to come and put a birdhouse together, or we can do stuff that, depending on what time of year it is. And I should mention that our daughter, she's 24 now. She just turned 24.
Yep.
So she's completed nurse training. And so she's coming on board with us to help in the administration. But Carolyn and Cassidy are both,
our daughter Cassidy,
they are both love to decorate. So anytime Thanksgiving comes around, you can guarantee my house Carolyn has a whole shed just devoted to all of her decorations. So I'm kind of happy because I think most of those can make their way to this home, and ours will be scaled down a little bit. But it's a lot of fun for people that enjoy the 4th of July and the Thanksgiving,
so cool.
Christmas.
Yeah.
So Carolyn, you had
on holidays. So.
You had a she shed before it was chic to have a she shed, huh?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, she does.
That's awesome. Well, that sounds amazing because you sit around and watching the news all day. All you do is you're going to be worried about war, the economy, and politics, which you probably can't do much about any of those sitting in your living room besides get your blood pressure up and probably die 10 years early. So you guys are going to really have that's amazing to get them out and moving.
Another thing that we're doing too is we're sourcing all of our food from local farms.
Oh wow.
So we live out in country, and I have several friends, even Mennonite families that I'm getting food from. So we're eating real clean. That's great. That is also on purpose so that we can help our seniors. Maybe, I can't say get off of medication, but, maybe reverse a few things here or there, if possible.
Yeah, she gets farm fresh eggs, which are amazing. And yeah, just all the meats that don't have all the byproducts in there that none of us know what's in there. And she's had us, my family, we've been not doing that for
2 years
2 years now.
Yeah.
So it makes a big difference. And so we're excited. I think, and you can really tell a difference of the way an egg tastes from fresh versus, from the grocery store. So that's pretty cool. And our chef is really, he's done some meals for us already, and he's just really amazing. One of the things you asked about that was similar between the 24-hour care is the same here. So we're subject basically to the same rules that all of the large facilities are.
Okay.
Sprinkler system, a fire plan, escape plan that we have to review with our staff, and just all of the other keeping track of the medications and just and keeping in touch with the family members and all that. So we're focused on that. Even though we're smaller, we're still being held to those same standards. So we're keen on that.
We have an actual computerized system for the caregivers, for looking after them, for the EMAR system is, so this is not, we're not writing it on paper or anything. Everything is on a computer system so we will look after absolutely everything that they are doing during the day. So if there's any kind of change in their diet, in their sleep, in their anything, we'll know right away and be able to address that immediately.
That's great.
So, and of course, with our ratio, basically during the day, we've got 2 caregivers for 5 people. So
no, 2 for 10.
I mean, 2 for 10.
Yeah.
Well, yes. Sorry.
Okay.
2 caregivers for 10 people. So 1 caregiver for every 5 people. So, we also are very much in tune to who they are, which is another big point for me, as well as their routine, their schedule for things, which I feel is another thing about coming from your home to our home, is that we're going to try as best as possible to not change your routine. Like if you sleep in till 9 o'clock, fine, you'll sleep in till 9 o'clock, even though breakfast is 8 to 8:30. We'll accommodate and make sure that you get your breakfast when you get up. And we want to try and have everybody as much as a group, just or you can't really stay up till midnight or 1. That's uncommon anyway. But we don't want you to just okay, you have to eat now and you have to do this now. And so there's lots of flexibility. Awesome. And you can really feel comfortable in your same routine as where you came from.
It's like you're at home. That's great. Well, maybe if you guys could share with us, maybe each one individually, what are some of your superpowers individually, and then also together, that allows you guys to pull this off and to be able to serve these seniors at such a high level. That would be great to hear. Now let's do this. Let's do it. It's going to be more fun. Dave, you're going to tell us Carolyn's superpowers, and then vice versa.
Okay. Well, first I have to let's share a little secret. So this girl who's 5'1" here, she runs a little farm in addition to doing this. So she has over 40 chickens and ducks. And so she does that in the morning before she leaves for work. And then tonight when she goes home, then she gets about 24 eggs a day. So she's got all that going on. And so, and she just loves it because it's another one of her caretaking, and she raised all of our kids and step kids. And so she's been pretty busy raising others. And,
So Dave, what you're saying is she's excellent. Is that what you're saying?
Man, I'm going to write that down. She is excellent.
Fred would love that one.
My dad would love that one. My dad loves puns. Yeah, for sure.
He's so funny.
Yeah, he is. And, and she just, it's just always looking after everybody in our place. the dog, the chickens, everybody gets fed. The kids, the dad, everybody, they all get fed before she does. So it's just like your typical mom.
That's
She's going to
awesome.
make sure everybody's got what they want, and
Everybody got what they need.
And it's the same thing here. She's going to make sure everybody's looked after, and because that's just how she's wired. She just, she's not going to bed, but she's up till 11 and up at 6 in the morning, So, I mean,
that's great.
She's very, and just got a unique set of skills when it comes to working with others, because she's been doing that in her business life for a long time. Very great at keeping us all in line. We're doing this and we're doing that. We're writing that down and we're doing this. And so she's very organized and able to keep track of and in addition to picking out awesome colors, we're sitting in our library today. We have an actual little library for those that like to read. And so she's just make sure that everybody's happy and well fed. So.
That's awesome. You sound perfect for serving these seniors, Carolyn. That's going to be awesome. They're going to have a great experience being there. That's so cool. Well, could you share about our man Dave here, what his superpowers
are? I actually think his biggest superpower is his gift of chatting. I really do. I think that there's so many other things that I could say about like work and all of that, but as his personality, when he's decided that he's going to be social,
yeah,
he's very social, and I cannot wait until we get to meet our residents because they're going to love him.
That's awesome.
I think that he's going to have so many amazing conversations with these people. And over the years, he has helped so many different that he doesn't even know that he's helping them, but he has this heart that just first of all knows that they need help. They, and he's drawn to helping them. And I just know that the people knowing him.
Wow.
That's so cool. That is so cool. Yeah, well, I can tell that's going to be a great place.
Super Dave.
It's going to be a great place.
Yes, we're super excited. Well, and to just add on real quick to what she's saying, to me, like the older folks, they don't get a lot of time to tell their story. And some of them have some amazing stories, World War II, or even like my grandma. I used to love to sit and talk to my grandma because the life that she had as a young girl, I'm talking splitting firewood up at the crack of dawn, on a farm, and didn't get to go to school past 6th grade and stuff like that. I think that's just fascinating to talk to people and find out. And I think that's maybe a little more what we need in this world.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. That's so cool. I think that would be great too. Yeah. We just had just spitballing with you here, but we just had my son he had to do a service project as a kindergartner. So we found someone that we knew from the Senior Services Network that's does a volunteer program with a hospice. And so she connected us with a veteran that, so his service project was to read 2 books to a veteran and then to listen to his story. So we spent an hour up in Hendersonville reading to the veteran. And, before long, it wasn't just the veteran. He was looking back like this because he had a grandma hanging on his back and kissing on his ear. And this and that. Before long, he was the talk of the town up there and at the center in Henderson.
That's so great.
But that just an idea, I'm sure you thought of this, but if you had, 2 or 3 kids that came in every so often to the house, because some of the people may not have their grandkids locally, just having some kids come in and read some books and do some things like that is just brightens their day, or just literally sit there and listen to them, like you said, and they're on a whole nother level.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's working on volunteers and stuff. And I was a musician for a really long time as a younger guy and still like to play music and stuff. So we're working on bringing in musicians to come and play, but just like you're saying, just people to come in and listen.
Yeah, just sit and chat, which my son also sort of very much like him, that if he decides to be social, he will really enjoy it. He's 16, and he can really get into some really interesting conversations
That's
if
awesome.
and when he decides. And I think he's going to be blown away by the relationships that he can make with these folks.
Well, Carolyn, if you ever catch a day where Dave doesn't want to be social, there's a good friend. I don't really spend much time with him, but I know people that do. His name's Jack Daniels. He's usually very persuasive. So
Yeah.
I've heard
Yeah.
this. He may get Dave to be a little more conversational from time to time.
Hey, what I'm doing wrong. That could be it.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well,
One more
I was
thing that
going to
people
say
ask,
that I
people
can
ask a lot.
go ahead.
One more. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say
I just wanted to bring up that
go ahead.
we got a lag going on here. So the memory care.
Oh, nice.
So people ask about memory care. So we the smaller homes like that, we're not allowed to take the people with Alzheimer's and dementia. We can take people with beginning stages, but not
Here, let me.
Yeah.
So basically, if their doctor, the biggest thing we can't take is what's called an elopement,
Okay.
which means that they are a flight risk, basically. That is definitely somebody we cannot take.
Okay.
But if their doctor signs off on them being here without them being an elopement, we can take them.
Okay.
So, yeah, so it's, and if people become, they don't necessarily become diagnosed, but if they progress as they live here, we can keep them.
Okay. Makes sense.
So,
Makes
yeah.
sense.
And then the only other thing that we cannot take is somebody that is immobile, totally immobile.
Got it.
Because we don't have the staff to help them. If it takes two people to help them all the time, then we're not able to do that. We just don't have the staff.
Yep.
So other than that, we can pretty much take anybody.
No worries.
Yeah.
Well, that's perfect. Well, guys, I can tell this is going to be a great facility and place to live without even looking at it, just by chatting with you two, because your combination of your energy and your really the heart of serving is really going to make it a great place. So I know it's going to be awesome. So maybe if you guys could share though, so we've got the overall persona. I know it's going to be great, but maybe a couple of the details, where the house is, how big it is, how many people, and then also I think you have a website and phone number. Share that and how people would get in touch with you. That would be awesome.
So we're located west. I always say the rolling hills of West Nashville.
Okay.
Actually, people who live know where Bellevue is.
Yep.
So we're very close to where we have lunch at today.
Oh, Loveless Cafe.
Oh, nice.
On Highway 100. A lot of people know where Loveless Cafe is. So we are on McCrory Lane between Loveless Cafe, which is Highway 100, and I-40.
So are you saying that your residents are going to have an endless supply of Loveless Cafe biscuits? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
got it. Okay. Nice.
And so we're on McCrory Lane. Our website is justlikeHomeseniorliving.com.
Okay.
The actual address is 8829 McCrory Lane, Nashville, 37221.
Okay, perfect.
And
How
so
we're licensed, in touch with you guys.
We're licensed for 10 residents.
Okay.
Yep. And we have rooms. I mean, they're all sort of different sizes and different shapes. And our house is basically a floor plan where we're split. We have 5 rooms on one side, which we call the West Wing, and 5 rooms on the other side, which we call the East Wing. And then the kitchen and library and dining and sitting areas are all in between. So everybody can mingle. That we've got a nice big dining room and another eating area that can also be an activity area, and another very large area for watching TV, or we can push all the chairs and dance if we want to. Lots of space for people to roam around. We've got a beautiful courtyard in the back that is gated, not locked gated, but gated, with grass that you can walk in the grass right in the courtyard. Yeah.
And we have the wild turkey come through occasionally.
Nice.
And deer, and the birds are just amazing. And I do want to bring up, from a safety standpoint, we do have a tornado shelter that we built for storms. So that we weren't required to do that, but we did it because I don't want to worry about these folks when that siren goes off. So we've got that going as well. And then the phone number is 615-378-7837.
Perfect.
And I think that's about everything.
Yep.
Right.
I think so. We're on 2 acres, so that's why the turkey can come in, and
lots of fun.
That's awesome. Guys, that's awesome. Well, it's just an awesome, refreshing, different approach on the senior living. Sounds like an awesome, like a transition for someone that, they're kind of up in the air. Should they sell their house? Should they not? They're going to lose their independence, or they can go ahead and sell their house, have that money that they're going to make probably, and then still be in a house, still be independent, not be in a facility. Right. Just sounds like it's a good middle ground for someone that's just kind of starting that journey.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. And two great people to lead them on that journey. Well, thank you guys for visiting with us. Thank you for being here. Is there anything that I didn't ask that I should have asked, or anything else you'd want to share?
Come and tour.
Okay. That's how it works, is to set up a tour.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And even if you just know somebody, or even if you're just curious and you want to come say hello, we love to give tours. We love to show off. We love to show off what we've built here. And we're a team. It's not just the two of us. There's a really big team behind us. A lot of people that were responsible for this. So it's not just the two of us. We're just the only two here on camera today, but
that's awesome. And a lot of facilities too, sometimes they have beds, sometimes they don't have. So, if you're watching this and you're a facility and you're full, but there's people that need occupancy, please keep this in mind as a possible solution for clients.
Another thing too that I wanted to mention was respite care. We can do respite care, and we can do hospice care.
Okay. Got it.
So if either of those are a need, then please give us a call.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Well, thank you guys both for your time, and thank you for watching the Serving Senior podcast, where we highlight those professionals that are making a difference in the lives of seniors. And we just talked to 2 more today. So please feel free to share this podcast, and also share what we do at OneTrust Home Loans. We focus on senior lending. So we know that sometimes people's budgets can get tight in retirement. And it's even more frustrating than ever now as you look at those websites, and the value of your home has escalated, but it doesn't really help your budget if you're sitting on lots of equity. So that's where we come in and teach seniors how to effectively, efficiently use the equity in their home to not just survive retirement, but to thrive in retirement. So if you or anyone you know would like some peace of mind talking about their budget and retirement, that's what we do. So give us a call. Our number's listed, and feel free to reach out at any time. Have a great day. Thanks again. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Matt.
See y'all. Take care.
Bye.
Hey, this is Matt Helton with OneTrust Home Loans, home of retirement mortgage solutions. And we really do appreciate you checking out the Serving Seniors podcast today. Now, please go to the description down in the body of the podcast, where you can subscribe to get future shows. Please click that notification button so you get notified when other shows drop. And also, if you can go to servingseniourspodcast.com, and we'd love to hear a comment about our show. We have a heart to serve seniors, and we have a heart to make sure seniors don't just survive retirement, don't just get by in retirement. we want to show seniors how to thrive in retirement. So if you know of anyone that's 55 and older that could use some extra cash flow, maybe the retirement's not going the way that they like, our retirement mortgage solutions are designed for folks, depending on the state, they're either 55 or 62 and older, to make sure that they have that kind of retirement that they want. As long as they own a home and they're in a good equity position, there could be some solutions that they may not have thought about, or maybe they've thought of and they just didn't know how they work. That's what we do. So anyone in that age group that could use some mortgage advice, my team and I would love to be able to help them. Thanks again, and look forward to seeing you on the next show. Have a great day.